God bless Alai, ladies and gentlemen. I'm back, and so are the Cyclones in the championship. I'm just so filled with energy and excitement for this game, this matchup. Devils, Cyclones, the two best teams of the season, made it to the end. I think this is going to be a great matchup. So, how did we get here? Well, Cyclones, folks, we're the favorites. We did what we're supposed to do. But those Warriors, they pushed us. They tested us. Manu and Inaki went down. But Bueno, shout out Bueno, who just coming off of injury, crushed it in coming back, knocked off all the rust in that playoff round. He looked great, a deserving playoff MVP for the finals, and ultimately, Correa went down. Who knows? We could have gone to a tiebreaker if Correa sticks around, but he didn't. El Barba came in and Hyro took over. When El Barba came into that game, Hyro, he just zeroed in on him, was super aggressive in forcing the issue of making El Barba play, and he did a great job. And we're going to need El Barba to do that. Not El Barba, we're going to need Hyro to do that in the championship. Devils, ooh, they squeaked one out, ladies and gentlemen. And honestly, they got lucky. That's right, Devils. You're here. Ultimately, that's all that matters at the end of the day. But they were down 2-0. Benetrix comes in. We're going to get to you, Benetrix. I'll say this right now. Benetrix, he's a dog. Benetrix is a dog. That dude scares me. All right? But he comes in, takes care of business. But then we have Ikeda and Lalu up on Nicholas and Kubala in the second set. They win the first one. They're up 5-2. If they close that out, ladies and gentlemen, it's lights out. They don't go to that extra set, which was a huge advantage for the Devils. Benetrix and Rock versus, was it, I think, Cabrera and, no, I don't think it was Cabrera. It was, I know it was Juice and somebody else. I don't think it was Cabrera because it was, Benetrix isn't on the 5-6. But anyway, they dog walked him in that extra set. But 5-2, Ikeda and Lalu, man, it's hard to say this, but they kind of choked. Ikeda had this behind the back thing and another poor effort, and Lalu had 2 shots go into the upper screen. They beat themselves. There was no kill shots made by the Devils to get themselves out of that. It was all points scored on errors from the Fireballs. 4 straight points off of errors. But at the end of the day, that's what they needed. And now, this preview is, I think, it's an interesting matchup because you have this Cyclone team that has a lot of strength at the top. Division 1, Division 2, some of the best teams in all of Battle Court. Hyro and Manu, Inaki and Manu, solid teams. We need them to perform. We can't have another slip up. Although I'd say between the two teams, the Cyclones are the ones who can afford to make a mistake, and we could still get one and force that extra set. Again, we have that advantage. Our tiebreaker is Inaki and Manu this time. I think that's a great choice. Echeverry and Nicholas are 2-9 on this season. Got to take care of business if it goes to that extra set. I don't foresee us losing to the Devils in 6 and going down 4-2. I find that really unlikely. If that happens, I don't even know what I'm going to do with myself. But I think we've got our strength where the Devils are weak. Their Division 1 and 2 teams aren't great, although their Division 2 team of Benny and Echeverry have been strong as of late. They won 4 in a row. They came out bad on the season, then had a great finish. Lost in the playoffs, though. So can they handle the pressure? Because right there, it's that you want my key matchups, it's Hyro and Manu versus Echeverry and Benetrix. Gotta have it. It's like the Devils gotta have it, right? To beat us. And then Benetrix. Oh man, Stu, you heard Stu say it on this podcast, MVP caliber player. And I agree. Watching the tape, Benetrix has been phenomenal for them. He played 5 sets against the Fireballs and won all 5. Didn't drop a single set in the playoffs. And this guy, his talent he's the best division. I think he's a Division 4 player. His talent is crazy. He's a super talented player. He scares me. He's what scares me about the Devils because his teams, I think he's a Division 4 and Division 5 team. Great records, strong teams. His Division 4 team should probably beat us. But Division 5 is strength on strength. That right there, Pyro and Stan versus Benetrix and Rock is where the match is going to come down to it. I think if we get that, I don't think we even go to extra sets. If we go to extra sets, I trust Manu and Naki to take care of it. I think this is the Cyclones championship, and I'm so sure of it that, ladies and gentlemen, you will see the Cyclone at the Fronton Friday night, and you better be there. You better pack the Fronton, ladies and gentlemen. I better see everybody out there spreading the word. Now listen, fastest ball sport, right? We know the risks that are out there. We might not all make it back. That pelota is going fast. You know what I'm talking about, Chris Cody? You know what I'm talking about, Greg Cody. That pelota was going by so fast, forgot to breathe. Mike Ryan saved his life. Thank goodness he was there. Maybe it was Mike Fuentes. Somebody saved Greg's life. We know the risks that are at stake. But the championship has not been home for too long. We gotta have this storybook ending, alright? The Cyclones won the first championship at Magic City, and we have the opportunity to win the last championship at Magic City. Because Battle Court, they're playing somewhere else next season. They're not playing at Magic City. They're going somewhere else. I think that's a great storybook ending. Throw a parade if we do it. Make it happen. But Miami, you got to be hungry for a highlight championship. It's been too long since Miami saw the Cyclones bring this championship down. I'm hungry for a championship. Manu, I know Manu's hungry for a championship. Inaki, Hyro, he's never been to a championship before. I think Hyro's going to ball out for us. Hyro, we need that same kind of aggressive performance that you had in taking down El Barber when he got in there. You got to target Rock when it's versus Benetrix. It's going to be a challenge. This Devils team, they've got a lot of talent. They've got a lot of strength. But at the end of the day, since draft day, I felt confident about this team. Manu, Hyro, Iñaki, picking up Stan as a 6, and Bueno. If Bueno plays how he plays, look out, folks. Because there's the thing for Iñaki and Unda. They could win, right? Bueno and Stan. That's the other thing. Bueno and Stan, that's an advantage. Their Division 6 team has not been great. Kubala and Rock. That's why I feel confident that at the very least this is going to extra sets. And again, I feel confident in that tiebreaker final set with Manu and Inaki out there getting it done, bringing the championship home. But ladies and gentlemen, I think Cyclones win this in 6, 4-2. I think we beat the Devils 4-2 and bring back the championship and close out Magic City with a storybook ending of having the first champ win it all, ladies and gentlemen. I'm excited. You better be excited. And you better be there Friday night. And God bless Alai.